What up, YouTube? What's happening? It's Monday morning and you should be awake. You should be making videos. You should be going the distance for your channel. I'm here to keep you motivated and encouraged. I'm Owen Video. On this channel, we talk about YouTube and video marketing tactics that will grow your business and grow your channel. So I want to encourage you to subscribe if it's your first time here. And if you're a returning visitor, Crazy Family Show, man, you're quick. You're on the money. And we've got Q&A. Good to see you. If you guys are returning, say hey in the comment section below. We're going to be talking about live stream video questions, your Q&A, anything you want to talk about today. Crazy Family Show, Abe Hicks, Mr. T Coops is in the house. What up? Seen you here before. Sorry if I'm getting the names wrong, guys. They're coming up so small on the screen. I really should just go to YouTube. So check it out, guys. Cool Nate. What up, dog? So here's what we're doing. I'm going to be answering your questions today. Raul, what's up? Adrian, what's up, my man? Adrian, just so you guys know, is touring the world, and he's sharing it all on Instagram. So check out Adrian Olivas on Instagram. I'm going to East Texas. What up, my man? It's good to see you guys here bright and early on Monday. Well, maybe early for me. East Texas is going, I guess it's Monday. That's great. Crazy Family Show has started doing some pre-roll ads. Tell me about it. You're growing your vlog with pre-roll ads. That's awesome, man. And it's great to see that you're like taking the advice that we're providing to you. So really good. Yeah, Abe Ricks, that's good. Let's get into we'll get into those questions in a quick second. I'm glad to see you guys here. I want to give you guys a little idea on Jesus is God says, love you, Owen. Hey, I love you too. Thanks for tuning in. And I love the Lord. Where's the free coffee? Saw you brewing it on Instagram. Look, I did. I brewed a cup of coffee on Instagram with my new coffee maker, and it was atrocious. It was so bad. I didn't finish the video. I was like, bah. I got to finish it because I don't, I know it's better. I think I messed up. So I want to make sure. I don't think I put enough coffee in the thing. So it's great to see you guys here. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm also going to go live on Facebook in my Facebook group. It's a public group, and I want to encourage you guys, if you're watching me here, keep watching me here. There's some people that aren't on YouTube, and I want to make sure that we get them involved as well. So you guys are going to get to see me go live, in the Facebook group. So bear with me for just a quick second. Hey everybody, what's happening? It's Owen Video going live on YouTube and in my private Facebook group to ask you, public Facebook group, to answer your questions and fill in some of the blanks on live streaming, video marketing, and what other questions you might have. So I'm going to go find the video page right now on YouTube so I can answer your guys' questions a little bit better. And I'm so Crazy Family Show. I'm so interested to know about how it went with you and your pre-roll ads. I think it's so cool that you're doing that. So I'm just looking for my YouTube channel here. What have you guys been up to? What are you working on your channels? I'd love to know. If you've got questions, answer them in the comment section below. I'm going to do my best to get to all of them today. Didn't really prepare too much content. I have a question that sort of is left over that I want to get to. But other than that, I think we're going to have a good time today. Coach Dank is saying, hey, I learned how to tag videos from you and Roberto. Roberto's a good friend. Appreciate that feedback. If you're watching on Facebook Live, it's good to see you. I'm going to pin the post right now and open up the page so I can answer and respond to your questions and queries. Guys, it has been killer. I just got back from Traffic and Conversion Summit, where we're sort of looking at what's new and what's working in not just video, but internet marketing. Video was a big chunk of that, and I'm excited to go through some of those things with you today. Traffic and Conversion Summit, where we're sort of looking at what's new and what's working in. Cut that down. I'm having a hard time accessing my live video on YouTube. Does anybody have a link for me? Just give me 1 second here. It's just not showing up. I saw it in my inbox though. There we go. That's odd. I should be able to go to my channel and be able to do, but I can see all your comments now here, guys. This is so much better. This is so much better. So, hey, we're going to get started on my live stream Q&A or my live stream checklist, and I want to do some Q&A. I really want to spend a lot of time answering your guys' questions, and here's why. We do Q&A on this channel, for example, and my goal is to help you guys grow your business and to grow your channel, okay? I want you to be making money with YouTube, whether you're a vlogger, whether you're a business, and there are strategies that I can help you employ. So if it's your first time here, I want to encourage you to subscribe. And I want to encourage you to really get involved in the community and get to know some of the people that are in this group, because as we do Q&A, what I'm noticing is people like Crazy Family Show are actually implementing the things that we're doing, and it's helping them to grow. So I want to see you guys grow. I want to see you guys have success. Couple shout outs before we get started. I want to say what's up to Stephen Hyde, Media Box Entertainment, Louis Da Silva. Love watching you guys here. I want to give a shout out to Adrian, to Alan at AM Details. Guys, check out Alan's channel. He's growing his business like a reality TV show on his vlog. It's really one of my most favorite things to watch. Of course, East Texas Homestead, the Crazy Family Show. You guys show up all the time. You're willing to engage. You're willing to learn. I want to thank you. Now, if you didn't know, I'm drinking a strong cup of coffee today, and I made it on my new Ninja bar. But let me tell you something. I'm guilty. Like, I love McDonald's coffee. I actually take McDonald's coffee, okay, and I pour it into my Starbucks plastic cup. It's out there. It's out there. Okay? Do with it what you will. But I'm telling you that because I love coffee, and I know we've got a couple coffee drinkers out there, so I wanted to say what's up to you guys. You feel my pain, and Barb T USA, coffee in hand, ready to go. Blue Lions, I see your question. We're going to get to that. It's a great question. I'm going to flip over to Facebook, see what we got. Colin says, how dare you? Colin, it's good to see you. It's good to see you up. You look rested. You look rested. So Colin's actually my co-host on the podcast. He does a great job. He's been my best bud for years. So Cool Nate, you're out there. I want to say what's up to Cool Nate. Hey guys, Cool Nate did the greatest thing. I mispronounced his name. He told me how to pronounce it in the description box. Totally open to that. I can't always see as well when things are kind of bouncing back and forth. So I want to get to know you. If I mispronounce your name, please help me pronounce it so we can get to know each other. And I want to let you guys know that I'm here on Mondays at 9 a.m. So put it in your calendars. Put it in your calendars. If you want to be educated for free, we're going to spend I like to say 20 to 35 minutes of training. We do a lot of shout outs, and I want to say high five to the people in the community for sure. But I want you guys to be willing to join us. So let's go into some of these questions here. The first question I had is about what is your live stream checkup. Sunil, what's up, my man? I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you back. I'm glad finals are over. Blue Lions, great questions. I am new here and I enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. Coach Dank is asking me what city I'm in. We'll get to that. Cool Nate is saying I turned on channel notifications. I love it. Thank you guys. So the first question I wanted to open up with today is, what is my live stream video checklist? Well, let me tell you, you've got a couple different types of live streams. You've got your mobile live, and then you've got your desktop streaming live. I want to focus on mobile live right now because desktop streaming live is going to be a situation. Am I streaming a lot, guys? Let me switch internet here on my other computer. So on Facebook, Jason Hines is saying, try bulletproof coffee. What is that? Everyone keeps talking about that. So let me know. Streaming great. Paul says streaming great. You got your mobile live and your desktop live. Desktop live is going to be predominantly a business strategy. Some of you guys will be able to capitalize on that, to get streaming quickly. think about that when it comes to your equipment, but your format is going to be basically the same. All right. Crazy Family Show is, I thought mobile live is only available to channels of 1,000 or more. That is true. It's appearing that you've got to have at least 1,000 subscribers to go live on YouTube. Although we read reports that said all channels are going live. So we're actually not positive about that. We know this, that there's a rollout and there's millions of people on YouTube. So it may just be taking a while. If I were you, I would engage in live and do as much live video as you can to show YouTube that you're pulling in that direction. If you want to open it. Do any of you guys have it yet that are under 1,000 subs? I thought a couple of you guys had. I'd love to know. So here's what you guys need to have ready in place for your mobile live stream. You've got to have your camera gear ready to go, and you need to be fully charged. Your mobile phone needs to be fully charged. And here's why. Because you cannot charge while you're streaming. You cannot charge while you're streaming. You need to have your microphone plugged in while you're streaming. So whenever you are going to go live, especially with mobile, you need to make sure that your camera is already charged up. All right. And then you're going to take it out of the charger. You're going to plug your microphone in, and that's number 2. Get your audio working. How many of you guys were here last week and you saw the slightly, inappropriate 2 mics, kind of like caged me in, and I was like a boxer, like trying to get around all that. Don't have mobile live yet. And Alan, you've got 3,000 subscribers. So that's interesting. So I think what that attests to, guys, is, is that it's a rollout. I think that they're still rolling it out. There seems to not be a lot of clear communication on this. So I'm going to find some links. And if any of you guys want to do a quick Google search on that, I'd love to see some links in the description box below. As far as chargers go, I have the Aukey, A-U-K-E-Y charger. It holds 2 battery charges. It takes 2 hours for itself maybe to charge up when it's plugged into the wall. But I keep my phone charged into that all the time. My car, unfortunately, I plug my phone in, it works for a month, and then it dies. The car charger itself, the fuse dies. So Alan, maybe you know why that is. But with that in mind, I've got to keep my phone fully charged. Audio, you've got to have good audio set up. Those things are going to make all the difference. And then you've got to have your tripod set up. Now, the tripod thing I think is important because we're doing a lot of handheld. And I got to tell you guys, handheld is losing its appeal very quickly. It's something that is, there are very quick fixes, and nowadays people that are watching your videos are expecting that. Plus, it doesn't leave you any room to be dynamic in your videos. Use the handheld, thing appropriately for the video. For example, if you do all of your videos handheld and you're like, hey everybody, I'm here, and hey everybody, I'm there, you have nowhere to go with your videos. You got nowhere to go. If, however, you're doing all your videos on a tripod, you've got still shots, you've got pans, and you've got tilts. You could still mimic the hand thing by doing this, which I see a lot of marketers doing. Plus, you can also take it off the tripod and do point of view and take it with you while you're moving through places. So Crazy Family, Gorilla Tripod, that's exactly where I was going with that. That's great. And then I saw something else that I saw. I saw a great question. Away with words, you said you don't like the shaky look. No, the shaky look is fine in certain scenarios. Remember, guys, what we're doing is like filmmaking. We're making videos that people are entertained by. So you want to be in a situation where you have room to grow in your videos. Use the handheld motion to communicate movement, to communicate time passing, right? Or to act as a transition between pieces. When all of your videos are done with that look, it doesn't leave you any room to grow. Now, what tools do I use? Right now, I'm streaming on a tabletop tripod. Okay, it's very small. It's about this big. It cost me somewhere around $11 on Amazon, and I believe that this tripod is in the link in my description box. I've had this for years. It's not a Gorilla Pod, okay? The Gorilla Pod is the next thing I would recommend. A Gorilla Pod is one of those, it's got all those little knuckles on it. The legs have like the little octopus knuckles. Those are fantastic for wrapping and contorting and being like, you know, put into different environments and in different scenarios. I highly recommend those. A lot of those are cheap though. I think Archon Mounts makes a lot of great products. I confess I don't have many of their products here, but my sweet shoes. Woo! Thank you. I love these shoes. But a lot of my colleagues use Archon. So I recommend them. All right, so we're talking about your mobile live stream checklist. A lot of you guys, you're going to have mobile live and you're going to want to use it for your business. When you do, I want you guys to be ready. So we talked about having your battery fully charged. We talked about having your tripod ready to go. I want to also talk about your lavalier mic, okay, and some extension things that you can do. This is a big question that I get about lavaliers. Finding a wireless lavalier for your mobile phone is possible. I've seen it done. It's very complicated. I have not been able to duplicate it yet. You've got to find a lightning. If you're using iPhone, you got to use a lightning adapter you've got to use a lightning adapter that goes into a 35 millimeter, so a headphone jack, right? You've got to find something that goes from this to the iPhone charger. Now, they're available, and they range from $30 to $97 and even up online. But here's the thing is when you get them, they break. These are cheap Chinese products. And that's not a knock on China or anything, but they are. So they're cheap Chinese products. They're shipped over in mass. And the technology at best is wonky. This is brand new technology, guys. So I want you to know, at the mobile live streaming level, you are going to grow your channel tremendously this way. You're going to grow your channel tremendously. AK Boost is logging in saying, good topic. Great to see you here week after week, AK. Yeah, right now, Sunil is saying, right now, it's already open to people with 10K or more. But there's a rollout happening to people with channels that have 1K or more. So I appreciate that you guys are liking this topic. Hey, if you like the topic, consider sharing the video. Consider, subscribing if you're not already subscribed. And of course, inviting your friends. We want to grow just like you guys do. We want to grow. And so I'm committed to every Monday at 9:15 delivering good content over to you that you can use to grow your business and grow your channel. So I hope that you guys enjoy. Let's talk about live stream checklist, live stream gear, things that you need, and then we're going to go into Q&A and just answer all your questions, guys. So please ask your questions in the comment section below. When it comes to your lavaliers and things, it's very hard to do that. You need connections. What I recommend is using wired lavaliers and using extensions. I just got back from a conference, so some of my gear is a little bit wacky. I didn't even think to demonstrate it, but here it is. Here's this. So I have the Movo, okay? The Movo 2-person wired lavalier. This is a great piece of equipment, although the quality-wise, it makes possible what's not otherwise possible, but it's also like not amazing. Is that fair? I hope that that's fair because I don't want to knock them. I think it's great that they have this technology. Here's what it is. It's two of these little clip mics so that you and a guest can be distant from the camera, right? And then you can do a 2-person interview. Now, with this mic, you can only get, let's see as far as I can get. I'm going to put the coffee mug. Hey, who's drinking coffee? Bottoms up, right? That was actually, I don't enjoy that. I like to sip my coffee, and I just took a drink in order to make it funnier. So, all right. So I can get this far comfortably. I can get a little farther. I can get about this far from the camera. Okay, and that's not bad. And now I'm not plugged in with this. The mics are over here. That morning brew, though. Yeah, tell me about it. The best part of waking up. You guys ever realize that soap commercials and coffee commercials are like the same? So what I do is I bought this extension, okay? And with this extension, I can dramatically increase my distance. Tech Fusion, what's up? Good to see you, buddy. Movo. It's called the Movo. The Movo two-person microphone plus an extension cord. So I bought 2 of these extensions, and this is called literally, this is not inappropriate. This is called the male end. This is called the female end. And you would just be looking for like a 4-pin. That's what I wanted to get to. You need a 4-pin adapter, guys. A 4-pin adapter. Here's what I'm talking by that. You guys may not know this. Maybe you do, because we're all kind of techies here. Look at the difference in these 2 things here. You see how this has got these 3 pins? These 3 rings around it, and this one's got a 1 ring around it? That's the difference. Okay, this is called a 4-pin adapter. It's got 3 rings, and I believe the 4th ring is on the bottom. I'm not sure, but it's called a 4-pin adapter. I was looking for a 3-pin adapter, okay? I was looking for a 3-pin adapter, and then this is what they told me was correct, and it works. So now I'm telling you guys, look for the 4-pin adapter. So I literally have cables all over my desks, guys, and it's $6.99, $3.99, $4.99. That's the kind of value that I think that I bring, because I do have a business, and my business is successful. So we spend money on tools, and then we come here and we teach them to you. So that's what I want to say on lavaliers. Tech Fusion is saying, which is the best? Is a great question. You're asking a lot of great questions, by the way, so keep them coming. Blue Lions is saying, which microphone is good for gaming video commentary? My buddy has a mic. Man, I'm trying to think of it. Give me a second on that, Blue Lions. The 3rd ring is for the mic. Okay, awesome. Which is the best single lapel microphone for under $20? I would say any of them, man. Like, if you're going to go for under $20, just get any of them. You know, my lapels, this double lapel, I think was $32. And it's $32, guys, because it's gitchy, right? It's like, ooh, it's a gimmick. Like I said, the quality is not amazing, but I want a 2-person mic. Here's what that does. When you show up to do, Blue Lions is called Cyborg. Okay. Got it. When you set this up, it's and with a vlogger, with a guest, you look good. Like, you look technically cool, right? Not like cool technically, but a good mic. Hey, Paul, what's up, my man? Guys, check out Paul Demokratow's channel. He's broadcasting from Greece. He's a good friend of the company and a friend of the channel. You're gonna see a collab with him too, a success coach. Really great stuff on his channel. Paul is saying, I use the Rode Smart Lav because of the short cable, but I also use the iRig. Now, I'm using an iRig microphone right now. It's a USB adapted, or not USB, lightning cord adapted into the phone. It's expensive. It's $200, but you need it. La Mystique is asking, what about wireless or Bluetooth lapels? Great question. I've not yet found one that works. Now, that's not to say, I'm going over to Facebook right now to check the questions over here. I see Darren Thompson. I see Carolyn, Jason Hines, and Colin. Good to see you guys. Dan Schamberg. Love seeing you guys here. So when we're talking about wireless lav, here's what you can do. You can, okay? I use these guys. Okay, these are $150, low end wireless lavalier system, works perfectly with your cameras of any kind. It will work. It will work. What's up, Darren? That's cool. You're in the room. It will work with your phone if you let it. Okay. So what you need for that is you need an adapter. Oh, you saw the traffic and conversion video. That's awesome. Thank you. You've got to be able to plug the receiver into an adapter, right? That plugs into your lightning cord on your phone. As I mentioned in the beginning, those things are rare. They're hard to find. They break all the time. You can get them for $6.99. You can also get them for like $99.99. I'm experimenting. I just went to go buy one from B&H Photo, but their online system was down, so I wasn't able to get it. And now I'm wondering if it's even worth it. Can I see the plug on it? Yeah, those are 35 millimeters. Okay, so this is the plug. This is the plug on the lavalier. But if you plug your wireless lavaliers directly into your iPhone, it won't work. I'd love to know if it works on your 3.5. Yes. I'd love to know if it works on your thing. Darren, what's up, my man? It's good to see you. I got Darren live with me in Blue Jeans right now. If you guys want to join me in Blue Jeans and you're watching on Facebook, you can actually come inside the back room with me, ask your questions. Love to hear from you. Darren, did you have a question? Awesome. Doesn't look like he has a question, but he's hanging out with us in the back room, so that's cool. Now, again, you cannot plug that wireless lav into your phone. Okay, you just can't do it. You have to plug it into an adapter that goes into your phone through the lightning cord. East Texas Homestead, great advice on editing. AK Boost is asking, what about an eighth of an inch mic jack? You've got to have a adapter for that. I've got an adapter, for example. Pulling it out of the thing. I'm not gonna sprain my neck here, guys. Like, you hear that? Okay, this is a 1/4 inch adapter, so it's not exactly the same thing, but what we're looking at, you've got to have adapters. And the more adapters you get, guys, remember, when you're mobile live streaming, we're talking about being on the forefront of technology right now. We're talking about you're really something cool. So, Darren says, sorry for the ineptitude. Not at all, man. It's good to hear from you. If you got questions, ask them in the chat. I'm glad that you're here. So let's move on to some other questions. We've sort of covered the live stream mobile gear checklist, things that you guys need. Last thing, I'm going to wrap up on that part of it, guys. You really need to have format. Whether you're going live on your desktop with a gaming channel or you're going mobile live for a vlog for your business, you're showing some behind the scenes, you've got to have a format. You've got to have a process that's going to get you from beginning to end. So you guys may have seen that I talk a lot about, my 5-point process. I even have a 13-point checklist. These are formats for your show. You've got to have a clear beginning. You've got to have an intro. You've got to have some segue time. What are you going to do to segue? That's usually like saying hi to the guests and all that kind of stuff. And then you've got, we'll get to the bots. That's cool, man. We'll definitely talk about bots. I was at a huge conference this weekend, guys. I'd love to chat about that. We've got some time left. So, and then you've got to have like a transition. You've got to have in your mind where you're like, where you put it in mind and you're like, I've got to get out of it now. I've got to transition out, like an exit strategy. How are you going to leave? How are you going to leave your show? So I want to encourage you guys to check out your checklist. Now, think about your checklist, think about your format and how you're going to structure your show in general, your live stream, what you're going to do. For me, I just sort of had these. It's just like a quick little checklist. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cover these things and then get to Q&A. In my mind, I have a much bigger process. Some of you guys have seen my training on the video engagement formula where you're grab attention, solve, hit a problem, present a solution, and so on and so forth. Those are all great strategies too, and you can check out some of my videos on that. Now, we're going to be launching a YouTube training course in about a month and a half. Okay, it's going to be very affordable, and we're using a lot. Paul was in it. Alan was in it. You guys have seen the content. Nick's a big part of that course. If you guys know Nick Niman, he's a big part of that course and how we teach it. So I want you guys to be on the lookout for that because we're going to be opening that in like a month or two. More info coming. It really depends on the team that we're building. We're training people to come help us out because we certainly got understaffed last time. Paul is saying, I was in it. You must join that. Thank you, Paul. You did a great job. Let's go to some Q&A, guys. Let's see. Scott Mazanko, good to see you. Hey, guys, follow Scott Mazanko on Facebook. He's doing motivational tips and training in the morning on Facebook Live. He's doing some great stuff there, so look him up. By the way, Oren Paris is saying, hey, that's Robert Stern's line. That's Robert Stern's line. Have you guys told me what bulletproof coffee is? Nobody's told me what bulletproof coffee is. Okay, Adrian, great question. Let's go to your questions, guys. I'm seeing a lot of those popping in on YouTube, so let's go there. Let's start there. Malprinter is saying, hey, Owen, loved your TC video about Facebook Messenger bots. Guys, Facebook Messenger bots are going to be huge for growing your channel on business. It's a chunk of butter in your coffee? Is that what that is? That's really what that is? So instead of cream? I find that I'm troubled. I'm troubled by that. You know, hey guys, if you're enjoying the content today, please, I want to encourage you to share this video. If you're watching in the Facebook group, obviously you can't share outside of the Facebook group, but definitely tell your friends. If you're watching on YouTube, click the share button, get it out there, tweet it. I'd appreciate it. We want to grow like you guys do as well. So Facebook Messenger bots are going to be a great way to grow your channel, grow your business on Facebook. Messenger bots allow for inside messenger automation. People subscribe simply by writing you on Facebook. Blue Lions or Cyborg is saying, how can we install the bots on our channel? I'm using a program right now called, there's one called Panda Chat, I think, or Chat Panda, and then there's another one called ManyChat. ManyChat's the one I'm using. And you can actually go to ManyChat on your mobile phone right now and test. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Do you guys ever get a high from coughing? And since cancer, my lung capacity is not the same. So it's like I cough and then I get up and it's like, oh. Okay, I'm back. Quick, get some butter. I'm sorry, Adrian, I want to get to your question. You guys had so many great questions. So you can go to ManyChat right now on your mobile phone and test it, right? With ManyChat, as soon as somebody comes back in, they message you on Messenger, they're subscribed. So now when you've got a new video out, you can just simply send a Messenger bot out that says, hey, I'm live on YouTube right now, or new channel on YouTube right now. And for free, I would start exploring with this right now. All right, Azrael Knights, good to see you. Colin, if you're watching, we got a guy named Azrael. That was a character that we had back in the day in one of our videos. AK Boost is saying, I found directional mics are very good for my cooking videos. So check out that channel. I'd love to know what you guys think. Are his directional mics good? Go check out the channel and let us know. Mr. T. Coops is saying Blue Snowball. Yeah. How much is the Snowball? And the Blue Yeti. Those are incredible mics. I feel like they're $100. And that's okay. I'm willing to spend $100 on a mic. It's super important to have great audio. People will watch a bad video with good audio. They won't even know. Just watch it. But people will not watch a great video if the audio sucks. You know, it's like people aren't going to watch that, even if it's good. Azrael, I'd love to know more about what you're talking about with which will save more time on editing. A good mouse or a good keyboard? Expand on that. Avery or Averix is saying you might be getting botted on your channel. Tell me about that. Can I see the plug? Are you confusing sometimes, I guess? Is that me? Yeah, Azrael, as you get better at editing, you guys will use more keyboard shortcuts. What are you guys editing on? ManyChat is, it's from a PC. It doesn't matter. You can access it from any device. What are you guys using for editing? I use ScreenFlow. I'm using a lot of ScreenFlow these days. And I'm using obviously Adobe Premiere. I've used it forever. Power Director, really? I've only seen Power Director on a PC, on my buddy's PC, and the PC was super slow. So I had a hard time with it. It reminded me though of Pinnacle, which is a $99 software. It's what I started with, came with a green screen. Coach Dank is saying Phil Mora, Sunil. Good to see you guys hanging out. Man, these are some great, I've never even heard of these. Oh, on your Surface Pro, La Mystique. I'm glad you're here. That's really cool. Final Cut Pro X. Yeah, that's a good system. I'm not one to do that. but I like that. I like that you're doing it. Okay, the Crazy Family Show is tips for better pre-roll ads. All right, guys. You guys want to... I got a chance to see Tom Breeze speak at Traffic and Conversion last week. Tom is the master at pre-roll ads and also for Averix. I see it. Yeah, I remember you talking about it earlier, so now I'm with you. So let's talk about that a little bit. A great pre-roll ad. Here's how pre-roll ads work. I strongly recommend that you guys use pre-roll ads to grow your channel on YouTube. Okay, on Facebook, the opportunity is not quite there yet for smaller channels. What that means is, you guys have all seen is the 5-second skip ads. You don't pay for those ads unless they click or watch 30 seconds of it. You don't pay for those ads unless they click, which means they did what you wanted them to do. Hey, Franks. Or they watch 30 seconds of the ad, which is good. You got 30 seconds watch time on your video. So it's a win-win situation. You're going to pay something like 5 to 9 cents per click or per view. So you can put in $20 and sort of start your channel going. Okay. To make to make a pre-roll ad that's effective, go to Larson Family Soul. That is an amazing. In fact, I'm going to do this as a YouTube video. I think how to make a great pre-roll ad. Great pre-roll, and I'm going to use Jake Larson's video. It's got to immediately grab attention. Okay, in the first 5 seconds, you've got to really grab them so that they want to continue watching. I think it's a good idea to position your pre-roll ad in front of people, right, where you could sort of like, I want them to think that they're watching the video they clicked when they're really watching your ad. There should be some similarity there. So do you guys know Tim Schmoyer? Say yeah if you guys know Tim if you know Tim, leave him in the question, just say his name. You know what I mean? It would be good for me if I were to like advertise in front of Tim's channel, which I don't think you can, to say, hey everybody, welcome to YouTube Tricks and Tactics, right? So, and like start out the video as if it were like right on to Tim's channel. The reason for that is because a new visitor may not know that I'm not Tim, and it just keeps them watching. Another thing to do is dynamic keyword insertion. Okay? Blue Lions, definitely. He's talking about the ads thing. Okay, so grabbing attention and keeping them watching. You got 5 seconds to do that. Target people that are going to want to watch your videos. Use dynamic keyword insertion. So if you're targeting people that are searching for something like AK Boost, if you're doing like how to make brisket or how to make great barbecue sauce, then target, in the first 5 seconds, you should say, how to make great barbecue sauce, coming right up. Woo! Cut your bumper. Get your bumper out of there. Show them a YouTube-like video. Try not to overproduce the pre-roll ad. Most of you guys won't have a problem with that. But I know I'm watching an ad by Aetna Healthcare when it's like TV quality commercial. You know what I mean? It's not what I'm interested in. I want to see something a little bit more earthy, a little bit more YouTube-y. So those are some tips on how to make a better pre-roll ad. I think that you've got to really grab them in the beginning. You've got to visually make them laugh, smile, feel an emotion so they keep watching. And so that they're looking at that click ad or that skip ad thing and they're going like, well, I'll wait a minute. Clear call to action. Okay? So let's get to AK Boost saying, can you please repeat your broadcast about how to get your first 1,000 subs? I'll tell you this, guys, right now, take a moment. I appreciate all of you guys. We got 25 watching, and I appreciate you guys so much. You validate for me that this is working. You know what I mean? Talk to me about what type of videos you'd like to hear on this channel. What are the topics that are most interesting to you? Of course, regarding YouTube and video channel growth, What is it you'd like to hear about? Just tell me in the comment section below, and I will take those comments and I will create, I will put them in my notes of videos to make. Okay, so I want to get to Adrian's question. How effective are hashtags on YouTube, and how do I use them? Great. Oh, man, I just spilled coffee. Great question. I think that hashtags are great on YouTube, although I'm not using them. Why? Because my audience doesn't really use them. That's why. Hashtags are sort of like a Snapchatty younger thing. I think. It's an Instagrammy thing. It's not necessarily my audience. My audience is a search audience, okay? And I definitely see your guys' titles coming in. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Want to say what's up to Alan. Alan, hey. Alan waved at me, so I'm waving back. Hashtags, I think, are great, especially for you, Adrian, because that is going to give you this ability to create hashtags and have people follow them across your Instagram channel, which I think is a tremendous opportunity for you. As a world traveler, you have a great opportunity to create a travel vlog. And I don't know if you're already thinking about that, but I want to encourage you to think about that and start to actually construct that, okay? So think about those things. The other part of that is, hang on, let me go to this question. You Americans are crazy. The other thing about hashtags is, so building your campaigns off of, finding who else is using hashtags in your industry, okay? David Walsh is using hashtags in this business. David, I'm sorry, I'm seeing the questions. I'm kind of getting distracted. David Walsh, and I like the way that he's using them. He's also got a younger YouTube audience, so it would behoove me to sort of like use hashtags that are similar to, thank you, Blue Lions, to what's already being used, so that if he is getting traffic, I'm able to sort of siphon that traffic off of him. So that's what I would say about hashtags. Hashtags on YouTube are great. I don't use them right now, and maybe I should and do a test on them and see what kind of traffic we can get. I don't even know how to measure those analytics yet. So it's a newer thing. I like it. I like where it's going. I think it's going to add more community on YouTube. I would like to spend more time on YouTube, guys. The reason I spend so much time on Instagram and Facebook is because I'm able to like converse and have conversations a little bit better. As YouTube Messenger features get better, I think we'll be able to do that. So I like that aspect of it. The other part about hashtags is if other people are using them successfully, especially vloggers or YouTubers or personalities, then yeah, siphon that. Start using them and siphon some of that traffic. People in Spain put cheese in their coffee. What kind of cheese? Azrael says coconut oil. My wife is like all about that. My wife would love that. Irish butter, East Trade Travel. What is Irish butter? Or Eat Trade Travel. Malprinter is saying, how do you balance the amount of free content you give to making an income using video? If your goal, is that one of your titles? I'm going to copy all these anyway. I'll just go to it. And we got about 4 minutes left. How do you balance the amount of free content you give to make an income? If your goal is to make an income with eyeballs, then you need to be doing as much content as possible with a strategy. Alan's been talking about crafting your YouTube message. I feel like that's one of my strongest points, right? It's one of my strongest skill sets. But you've got to know what your objective is. And if you're someone like Nick Nimmin, right? Nick Nimmin is gonna grow a channel. He's got a lot of eyeballs on his channel and a lot of watch time on his channel. So he's going to have a great opportunity to talk to brands about sponsoring his videos because there's enough people watching. That's a great way to make money on YouTube without having to like have a business, right? That's how you make a media income, like a personality income. That's one opportunity. The other is obviously affiliate links. Sean Cannell at Think Media TV does a lot of this. This is, I think, maybe a big chunk of his income where he's talking about products and services and then linking out to them and then making an affiliate commission and he does some courses as well. But that's a big chunk of money is posting links, okay? So again, those are all eyeball-based strategies. You have to have enough eyeballs on your videos to get there to make money. In order to get eyeballs, you have to be uploading. So think about that. Think about that. The other thing is balancing free content. If you have a business, guys, if you have a business, and this is kind of like my edge, this is where I come from. If you have a business on YouTube, then you've got to make your money by creating videos that create sales conversations, okay? And you need to automate as much of that process as possible. So I think that in that case, your free content is going to be a portion of the content that you do. Now, I talk a lot about this in my training, the Video Funnel Blueprint, which you can get. It's on my website. If you go to thevideospot.net, click on that first banner, you'll be able to check that out. You make your free content in the beginning, and after that, your content is free, but it's all part of a funnel, right? It's part of a funnel that's moving somebody. So you need to have a sales video, follow-up video, an email nurture video. A lot of times the email nurture videos are similar to the content videos. So without going too far into that, you have to balance it out. I think you do. You have to balance it out. You cannot give everything away for free. But you see how those are two different business models. On one business model, you are giving everything away for free. And then you're leveraging your views to brands. On the other side, you're leveraging your product or your service to consumers. So it's a different way of looking at it. Guys, with that, we've got to wrap up. It's 10 o'clock. I have my private training group, Video Lead Power, coming up next. I've got to work with a private group. It's about 20 people, and I'm teaching them how to generate 1,000 leads for their business with video. Remember, we're here. We're here every Monday at 9 a.m.-ish. So subscribe to the channel if you're not here. Check out some of the links in the description box. You'll be able to eat, trade, travel. I appreciate your engagement. I'm going to stay in the comments for a little while because I need to copy down some of the things that you guys had just said here. I always appreciate you guys coming in and engaging with this channel. We'll talk real soon. I got a new video coming out tomorrow. Hey, the video coming out tomorrow is super funny, guys. Like, there's 2 really big jokes in there and funny music. So don't forget to come back here tomorrow and check out the new video. Thank you, guys. Watch it on YouTube. Watch it on Facebook. I love you guys. We'll talk soon.